You don't notice it at first. A crow lands somewhere near you, a tree, a fence, a rooftop. It stays a little longer than expected. It looks in your direction, not randomly, but almost like it's aware. Most people ignore it. It's just a bird. But for thousands of years, people didn't see crows that way. They never have. Across different cultures, different continents, different time periods, crows have always meant something more. Not just animals, not just background, but something more. Symbols, messengers, watchers. In ancient Norse mythology, the god Odin was never alone. He had two crows, Hugin and Munin. Their names meant thought and memory. Every day they would fly across the world, watching everything, listening, observing, and then return with what they had seen. To the Norse people, this wasn't just a story. It meant that crows see. They remember. They carry knowledge beyond what humans can easily understand. In ancient Egypt, the meaning shifted, but the depth remained. Crows were tied to death, not as something evil, but as part of transition. A presence near the boundary between life and whatever comes after. Not feared, but respected, because anything that moves between worlds is not ordinary. In Celtic mythology, the crow appears again, through the goddess the Morrigan, a figure connected to fate, war, and transformation. It was believed she could take the form of a crow, appearing at moments when something was about to change. Not random moments. Important ones. Moments that shift direction. And then, in many Native American traditions, the crow takes on a different role entirely. Not dark, not feared, but intelligent, unpredictable, and deeply symbolic. A trickster, a being that disrupts patterns, bends rules, and reveals things people don't usually see. Different cultures, different meanings, but the pattern is always the same, and that's where it starts to feel strange. Crows are never just birds. They're always connected to something deeper, something just beyond what you can explain. And then there's something else, something less written but quietly repeated in many beliefs. The idea that crows don't just exist in the world, they respond to it, not loudly, not dramatically, but subtly. It was believed that crows don't just appear, they arrive at certain moments. Not just what's happening around you, but what's happening within you. That's why people notice them during times of uncertainty, change, or deep thought. Almost like they appear when something in your life is beginning to move, even before you fully realize it. Some even believe that crows don't just observe the world. They observe you, your attention, your awareness, your presence, and that they react to it. Which is why, in some traditions, seeing a crow wasn't just about the bird, it was about you, where you are mentally, what you've been thinking about, what you've been avoiding. Some of these beliefs sound symbolic, but even today, crows are known to recognize human faces and remember them for years. And maybe that's why something about them feels different, not dramatic, not obvious, but intentional. Maybe you've had a moment like this. You're walking, thinking about something heavy, and then you notice one, just there, still, watching, not moving, not afraid, just present. There are even old stories that say crows remember, that they don't forget, and somehow that idea existed long before anyone tried to prove it, which makes you wonder how much people understood just by paying attention. So when a crow appears, especially more than once, many believed it wasn't coincidence, not something to fear, but something to notice. A quiet signal, not telling you exactly what to do, but reminding you that you're in a moment that matters. So the next time you see one, don't rush past it. Just pause for a second. Because for thousands of years, people have looked at that same bird and felt like something was looking back, not aggressively, not loudly, but knowingly. And maybe the crow isn't trying to tell you something. Maybe it's just making sure you notice what you've been avoiding.